Listen up because I'm about to lay it all out straight. No fluff, no sugarcoating. This illegal immigration mess in the UK is screwing over every hard-working bloke and lass like you and me. I've boiled it down to the three biggest bloody problems that are hitting us right where it hurts. Our wallets, our fairness, and our bloody society. And yeah, I'm gonna roast this rotten system like it's a Sunday dinner gone wrong, because it's a joke run by clowns who wouldn't know a border from a beach towel. If you're a regular Joe scraping by, paying your taxes, queuing for the doctor, and wondering why everything feels like it's falling apart, this is for you. Let's dive in and tear it apart. You're up at the crack of dawn, slogging through traffic to a job that barely covers the bills, and every paycheck, a chunk vanishes into taxes. Council tax up another 5%? Yeah, that's partly to fund this farce. Now get this, in 2025 alone, 46,000 detected illegal arrivals poured in, 41,000 of them on those dodgy small boats bobbing across the channel like it's a free ferry service. Up 13% from the year before, but oh wait, the government's patting itself on the back because it's 9% below the 2022 peak. Big whoop, it's still a flood. And who's footing the bill? You, me, every taxpayer chump. The asylum system's price tag? It ballooned to $5.4 billion in 2023-24. And even with some cuts, we're still hemorrhaging billions. Hotel costs alone? They dropped a bit to $2.1 billion last year, but there are still 36,000 asylum seekers lounging in them, up 13% from mid-2025. That's $100 a night per room in some cases, with free meals, Wi-Fi, and pocket money. Meanwhile, your NHS waiting list is 7.6 million long, and you're lucky if you get a GP appointment before next Christmas. Housing? We're short 4.3 million homes, and these gate crashers get priority dispersal spots, bumping you or your kids off the list. Wages? Illegals undercut jobs in construction and hospitality by 5 to 10%, so your mate Dave the Builder is out of work, while some undocumented bloke pockets black market cash tax-free. Roast time. This system's a greedy pig at the trough. Politicians promise to smash the gangs and stop the boats, but crossings keep coming like bad weather. The Illegal Migration Act? Toothless as a gummy granny, arrivals still up. Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood admits it's tearing the country apart, but her big plan: make support discretionary and temporary refugee status for 30 months. Wow, that'll fix it, said no one ever. It's like patching a sinking ship with sticky notes while charging us for the glue. We're talking $13 billion annual fiscal drag from non-EU migration if unchecked, per the Office for Budget Responsibility. Your GDP per capita, stagnant since 2022, down 0.6% post-COVID, because this influx dilutes everything without boosting productivity. You're paying for their party and all you get is a hangover. If this doesn't make you spit out your tea, you're more patient than a saint in traffic. You relate? Hell yeah. Think about your last tax bill. That extra $8,000 a year from a factory job like mine. Gone to fund hotels nicer than your holiday B&B. Your grand's waiting months for a hip-hop because hospitals are swamped and illegals get emergency care free without paying the immigration health surcharge. It's not charity. It's theft from your pocket and the unauthorized population. Estimates say 700,000 to 1.2 million shadows lurking, dodging taxes, but using services. We're building a pyramid scheme where you're the base, holding up the freeloaders at the top. You're a law-abiding citizen. You work, you pay taxes, you follow the rules. Now look at the asylum system. Most small boat arrivals claim asylum on arrival. While their cases are processed, they're placed in accommodation and receive a basic weekly allowance. They also access health care, and if they have children, education. Legal aid for asylum and immigration cases costs the government millions each year. By September 2025, over 110,000 asylum seekers were receiving some form of support. That's not a small number, and when claims are rejected, appeals can take years to conclude. During that time, people remain in the system. Here's where frustration builds. British citizens face strict benefit caps, sanctions for missing job centre appointments, and long waits for social housing. Energy bills rise, rents climb, and public services stretch thinner. When voters see asylum accommodation in hotels while veterans sleep rough, it creates anger. Whether the comparison is fully accurate or not, the perception matters politically. Rejection rates for asylum claims are significant, though many decisions are overturned on appeal. That tells us something. Either the initial decisions are flawed or the system is overloaded and inconsistent. Neither inspires confidence. The debate isn't about demonizing individuals. It's about fairness and sustainability. If the government introduces an earned settlement model requiring longer residence before indefinite leave to remain, that policy should apply consistently and transparently. Skilled workers contributing to the NHS or other sectors shouldn't feel penalized by blanket reforms aimed at system control. Public opinion reflects unease. Polling consistently shows a large majority of voters believe migration levels are too high. When concerns aren't addressed clearly and honestly, political alternatives gain ground. This isn't about hostility toward migrants. It's about whether the system feels balanced. A welfare state only works when the public believes rules apply equally. Once that trust erodes, social cohesion follows. If politicians want credibility, they need clarity, faster processing, firm removals where claims fail, protection for genuine refugees, and fairness for taxpayers. Because when ordinary people feel ignored, they don't get quieter, they get angrier. You're out with mates at the pub, chatting about the good old days when neighborhoods felt safe and united. Now trust's plummeted. British Social Attitude Survey shows communities fracturing as migration surges. Illegal influx fuels it. Home Secretary Mahmood says it's causing huge divides, and she's spot on for once. Riots blame the unchecked flow. People feel ignored while migrants melt into the illegal economy. Crime? Linked to trafficking, dodgy shops, black market work. Hansard debates call it out. Parallel communities eroding our culture. Segregation on the rise per LSE reports. Safety? Streets feel dodgier. 21% of Brits name immigration top concern, highest worldwide per Gallup. And it's not just perception. Illegal workers expand the shadow economy, dodging rules, fueling gangs. Environment? More people strain power grids, transport. Our infrastructure groans under the weight. Politics, it's poison. Reform UK surges because main parties ignore the anger. YouGov. 66% say illegal migration's bad for the UK and the unauthorized horde. Up to 1.2 million per pew. A hidden city stressing everything from schools to hospitals. Roast this mess. Society's crumbling like a cheap biscuit. Rules? What rules? Irregular entry, visa overstays, false claims. 109,000 in 2025, many economic like Albanians. Illegal work? Raids up 77%, fines 60k. But enforcement's a joke. Deportations rose 45% to 15,200, but influx outpaces it. Systems a sieve leaking our values. Politicians. Clowns in a circus tent called Westminster. Promising controls post-Brexit, but crossings spiked from 299 in 2018 to 45,774 in 2022. Now national emergency? Too late, mate. It's self-harm. OBR warns drags on finances. Guardian calls it absurd. We're from empire to enfeebled. Edward Lee MP said broken, and he's mild. Virtue over voters, that's the game. You feel this? Absolutely. Your local high street's changed. Mates divided over it. Kids hearing about channel deaths but seeing no fixes. Resentment boils because it's us versus them. Forced by a system that rewards breaking in. We're the common folk holding it together. But this invasion's ripping the seams. So there you have it. The economic suck, the unfair perks, the social shredding. It's time we demand real change. Secure borders, deport fast, prioritize Brits. Don't let the clowns run the show. Speak up, vote them out. This is our Britain. Let's take it back. If you want straight talk backed by facts, not spin, subscribe and stay informed. This channel is about holding power accountable and asking the questions others avoid.